All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Chihayafuru, Season 1, Episode 2. Karuta.
Karuta.
Awesome.
Card game of speed and memory.
Yep.
You gotta swipe the card once they start reading off the words on the card.
And be able to know which is the card that matches up to the second half to the first half of the poem that they're reading. And also know where all the cards are this time, because they get shuffled up every time.
Yeah, and while that's a cool game and all, we've got a character, Chihaya, who, is very much kind of shuffling around with who she considers to be close friends to her.
Right.
And we're getting to learn a little bit about the backstory of her, Taichi and Wataya. Or Orata. And, how she's going to end up kind of moving forward. Is she starting to try to run a club for Karuta?
Sure.
And get more people involved in it. It's a very niche thing.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Wataya is very excited about, doing this. It seems like he was taught by potentially his grandpa or somebody. And, he wants to be the best in Japan because if you're the best in Japan, then...
You're the best in the world.
Yeah.
Which is pretty dang cool.
That's really cool. But relationships shift as your passions shift and as time goes on.
And so, maybe, those feelings of jealousy of wait, you're spending more time with this person now. Hang on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to navigate those things.
Yep.
All in high school. Gotta love it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Don't you want to just go back to that time?
Yep.
It's
boy, would I.
Oh, boy, would I. It's always so funny that in Japan, high school is this time that people are I
nostalgia.
Look back fondly on it. And in the U.S., we're just nah, I'm good.
Let's not.
Let's not. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, reading them out loud. Yeah. It's hard to memorize, yeah. Back in the past. Oh, there it is. Oh, so cool.
Yeah, you can do this.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, the bullying has commenced. Bro, you're in chair striking range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone. You all suck at Karuta compared to him.
What's Karuta?
He's gonna be the best in Japan.
And thus a rivalry was born.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
All right, but what does he get if, if he wins?
We'll treat you like a human being, I guess.
Yeah. Basic decency.
I mean, that's asking a lot, These are children.
Right.
I like that we're really emphasizing the past here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just go straight into high school, but I wanted to have a little bit of time with them being young because the amount of your identity that's shaped around that time you start transitioning into being a teenager is so powerful.
Oh yeah.
So even if there's just primarily just some crushes forming,
Sure. You need that foundation.
There could also be that motivation of oh, I'm actually still really serious about Karuta, Chihaya. This is Taichi.
Right.
Because he beat me that one time, and after that, you didn't ever want to be really friends with me, I feel like.
Sure.
And she's like, no, I did. But...
Yeah, but there was definitely the vibe when he said that of I liked Karuta because you were into Karuta, but it's not enough anymore.
最初に百人一首とは関係ない歌を読ん次からが試合開始だってプリントにし
Yep, no talking.
あった
He's not playing yet. Damn, it is an actual tournament and everything.
Yep.
I do like the idea of quick reading and memory being something that actually is tested by this game because those are genuinely helpful, intelligent things to craft. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll understand.
Yep.
He's literally training for this on a professional level as a child.
Yeah. And has been for, a while.
Yeah. That's mine. She stopped reading. It was so intense. You know?
Right. He's like, hang on. ちょっと待って.
25-0. Jeez. He's 12. Like, give him a break.
Right.
No, you over-indexed on the one thing, yeah. Oh, probably. Yeah. He threw a soda can. It's gonna explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is he trying to make him late for the match, basically? This doesn't go well for you, dude, the more you lean in on this. No! You are... This is... This is giving me a silent voice flashbacks, dude.
Yep, I know.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I like the joke, but I'm still too upset right now. Yeah.
And you can just tell that mom would not believe them if they told her that her son did something like that.
Yeah. He still got it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That's dirty. He moved the position. Can you even do that?
I'm pretty sure that's cheating.
Yeah. So you see that, but you don't see him moving the card.
And there was a recording.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So now he doubts. This is cruel. Yeah. Whoa!
Yeah.
It's so cool. He can't see because he doesn't have glasses. Yeah.
メガネは確かにそうだけど。
俺は構わねえよ。絶対千早のが弱えし。
You're like, that's right, I am, but
あ行とな行しか覚えてないんじゃ。大丈夫かな。
okay.
綿谷君の代わりに絶対勝つ。
Okay.
違う、代わりじゃない。私が太一に勝つんだ。
何しよう。
知ってる？
うわ、なんだお前。
本当は両手使っちゃダメなのよ。綿谷君とやってた時の私は上の句の最初の文字だけ聞いて飛び出す準備してたんだ。上の句の何文字かだけを思い出して準備。覚えてない札は
白つゆに風の
言ったあたりを5、6枚まとめてぶっ飛ば
ずりーよ千早。
す。ルール的にはありです。競技戦の外に当たり札が出れば。
What? Wait, how is that? That completely breaks the game.
君がため
下中我が衣手に。
I think that's why memorization is so important. That way you can just be quick and not be giving them cues.
Yeah.
必死になるんだよ。
Oh my gosh.
あいつのためかよ。
She's doing it because you're a butt.
Yeah.
やった。
Would you rather lose to her or to him if you give
Yeah.
the glasses back?
Mm-hmm.
集中しろ。
It's like, please, please, while he's going for a card, have the glasses fall out of his, you know.
Okay, they're trading now.
ちいちゃんだった。あと1枚。残り全部知らない札じゃん。
Uh-oh.
俺の目はそうなってるんや。
What?
いい名前やの。
Maybe there is one you recognize after
Oh
all.
my gosh. If it's actually that one.
Mm-hmm.
ちはやぶる
Boom. Amazing.
Yep.
The serendipity. Just
Yeah.
thank
Uh-huh.
you, fate and universe. and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
綾瀬千早さんの勝利。
I mean,
It,
Wataya got her
Yeah,
to
yeah.
this point.
Right.
So,
太一との勝負すっごい面白かった。
yeah. Kill him with kindness. Isn't this game fun?
綿谷君が相手じゃこうはいかなかったよ。あれは名人になるやつだから。綾瀬さんはクイーンやの。
What? What?
女の中で一番強い人のことや。
Ah. This is an old game.
日本で一番は世界で一番。カルタの才能あると思うわ。
Whoa.
yep.
もしもしお母さん。
Oh.
私カルタの大会でね。それどころじゃないの。カウトの人が来て
Ah. Okay. Okay.
この間の美少女コンテストのおかげね。はごちそうよ。みんなでお姉ちゃんのお祝いしましょう。あのね、私も今日カルタの
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
お姉ちゃん、私も今日ね、カルタの大会でね。カルタ？地味。っていうかださ。切るわよ。
Like, that was like triple, quadruple tap critical damage.
Yeah.
負けるなんて。せっかくビデオに撮ったのに、お父さんに見せられないわよ。ごめんなさい。もう大会なんか出ちゃダメよ。大地は勉強もスポーツもできるんだから、勝てるものだけ勝負しなさい。
Oh! God!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I hate her!
Uh-huh.
Oh!
俺に勝っといてしけた面してんじゃねえよ。
してないよ。
Ah.
何の音？
Yeah.
聞こえるじゃん。
聞こえる。
ほらね。
お前どんだけ耳いいんだよ。
わかりやすい才能欲しかったな。太一みたいに勉強も
生まれつきできちゃうんだな俺は。
百人一首の単語帳を作って努力してたの知ってるけど。
言うなよ。かっこ悪いじゃん。しかもお前に負けて。
正々堂々とやって負け
Yeah.
かっこ悪いことある。
Yeah. Tell him off.
カルタなんかじゃ誰も褒めてくれないけどさ。
Oh. Yeah, he's got the visual memory so down pat. He's practically shadow boxing right now.
Yep.
So freaking cool.
Yep.
メガネがなくても
Even without cards.
札がなくても
Uh-huh.
見えてるんだあそこに
Dang. So did he assume a order, or are they always in that order?
Maybe, I think they're in a different order every time
メガネ探してくる
because
おい
they shuffle the cards, I thought, but
A convenient reason for her to go away so that...
綾瀬さんもういいで
you happy?
Yeah.
これ
Own up to it.
Take the glasses. Thank you. Punch him in the face.
No, there you go. Yeah.
俺が
ちょっとないなあこれ
I actually climbed a tree to check a
言わ
nest.
ないで千早には嫌われたくない
You could have a friend for life
マシマ
if you just...
おめえ卑怯なやつやの卑怯
ちょっとわかるわ第一カラスの巣ってどこにあんのメガネ見つかったでどこだ千早
Ah. First name basis.
千早はーい
Oh my gosh.
No!
Ah.
この時なんとなく気づいてた一生ものの宝物が何個も見つかる冬になる
We got our triangle.
Yep. Nothing but happiness in store.
Oh, that episode made me so mad.
I know, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't full on a silent voice level, you know.
Yeah.
But they had like the full suite of things when she came into the classroom. They had a person with the eraser of the board there. And they were wiping something off that they might have written on there before.
Sure.
You know, everybody comes in and like, okay, quick, get rid of it.
Yep.
And then they had stacked their desks, you know.
Yep. And even put one of them like in the bucket for cleaning the room.
Yeah.
They really did such a good job though of making Taichi's mom just terrible in like such a short amount of time.
Right, because you kind of get then why Taichi is the way he is
Right.
with just that one line. Like,
Yep.
like it makes perfect sense now. But it just... Ugh.
Yep. All right.
Ah, well,
What
that
an-
was a
what a
emotionally
comfy episode.
Emotionally draining.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I love the way in which we move things through very quickly. The karuta match gave us that little bit of slower pace stuff to let us
Yeah.
kind of get a little bit, you know, into the thick of it.
Right.
But the twist of, oh, I'm going to take over for him because this is just a kids tournament thing. It doesn't really
Right.
mean anything in
Yeah.
the school's
And-
like sense there. So there's not like a, well, that's against the rules for you to take over for
Right,
him.
because this means something in like the grand scheme of things, and Taichi's okay with it because he's really upset at her.
Yes.
Right? He's
Yes.
upset at Wataya that he is getting all of her attention.
Correct. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's upset at her.
Yeah.
Right?
And so the fact that she then beat him in a very close match, which unintentionally solidified her passion for karuta in a
Right.
very, very cool
Yep.
way. The thing that he wanted to have happen here ended up backfiring
Right.
by having her then fall in love with karuta
Yeah.
even more. Because she's not crushing on Wataya yet.
Nope.
Not really.
Oh, no.
She definitely could end up in the future. There was some
Right.
there were some instances in this episode where she was like, "Whoa, you know, that's so cool."
Right. It's
So
definitely that whole
badass,
thing
you
of
know?
like, okay, if they end up sharing their main life passion.
Yeah, and
end up-
also spending the next 3 or 4 years
Right,
working
you
on
know,
developing that passion
Yeah,
together.
exactly. Yeah, it
Yeah, it
makes
makes
sense
sense.
that you know that something
But-
romantic would happen.
But we very much got the vibe more so that when they're older, that Chihaya and Taichi actually might have been a thing, might have been an item at some point.
Or at the very least, he's kind of doing the thing of like, I'm dating somebody, but I make sure to let you know that I'm keeping my options open.
Or
you know?
It definitely felt like that, but I almost got the vibe that it was hey, our relationship almost happened, or it did kind of, but it didn't, you know? And so, at the very least, they know that they each like each other.
Right. It's that whole thing of where Chihaya is so heart on her sleeve, but also oblivious to a lot of the social cues that are happening around her.
Sure.
That it could be that they dated
Yeah.
and she's so completely like, what? It doesn't matter. That was a thing in the past, you know, and she doesn't realize that it's actually something that still affects Taichi. Or it could be a thing where they haven't dated yet.
Right.
She completely didn't pick up on the fact that there was, you know, interest and tension and all that stuff.
Sure.
And so now it's just, oh, hey, I get to see you again, right?
Right.
And that's it, you know?
Yeah.
And then when she finds out that you're dating somebody, she's just sort of surprised of like, oh, I never thought about that before. But, you know.
Her only, like, really big flaw right now, I would say, is her single-mindedness, in that she doesn't really seem to have that kind of peripheral vision to understand, like, what's the best time to do things. Like, the way in which she's trying to gush about her thing on the phone, but if she just gave them that little bit of space to then do their thing there, she'd be like, okay, can I share this thing that's really cool to me? They'd be like, okay, yeah, what is it?
Right.
And then she'd be like, oh, this is a Karuta match. Oh, cool, honey, whatever. And then...
Right, and to be fair, you know, she's 12 or whatever, and these are the adults that are not giving her the time of day, right? So,
Oh,
you know,
no, totally. I give the mom a tiny bit of a pass. Not the sister, but
Yeah.
I give the mom a tiny bit of a pass because she's, like, freaking out. She's hosting.
Right,
She's
she's
in, like, I am trying to juggle, three things right now. That's great, honey. But
get home, you know.
Get home, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's code for, you know, I can't talk on the phone right now. Here's
Right,
your
that's
sister,
very
you know?
different than the sister actively
Being like, what?
cutting
Gross,
it down.
Lame, boring,
yeah, that's lame.
boom.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. Right.
But having the focus of the episode's conflict be primarily around the fact that Taichi is so jealous that he doesn't just try to, you know, do some bet, you know, do some sabotage with the Coke can and all that. He's willing to bully him in such a way that he would be ashamed if Chihaya found out. And I like that he understood that because it makes what he did worse. What he's doing, basically, from his perspective, is I am going to ruin the match that we're going to have here so that I will win and I'll kill like 3 birds in 1 stone. I actually really like that we have such clear characterization of Taichi that it makes this really easy to suss out. 1, he'll win, which fulfills an obligation to his parents. His parents like to see him win. In fact, they're obsessed with it. In fact, they say, don't do anything that you know you can't
Unless you're going to win.
obviously win.
Right.
In fact, she even said it in such a way that it was like, if there's even a chance that you'll lose, like, don't do that thing.
Yeah.
That's a really messed up way to look at things.
Yep.
I understand it, but it's really messed up. So, he gets to look cool in front of his parents. 2, Wataya gets to look bad in his eye because then he's not the Karuta master.
Right.
Taichi is.
Yep.
And thus, Chihaya will see him as cool.
Right.
But in regards to what I think he wants here, these are things that he kind of has as like views of other people towards him that he's trying to control.
Yeah.
But I think for him, his ego was really checked when he realized that there was someone out there that was better than him at something without him having to work for it. And this is talking about Taichi.
Yeah.
Taichi did actually work to memorize the poems.
Yes.
And this is the thing, is that from Taichi's perspective, I'm just gifted with my talents that I was just born with.
Right, exactly.
I'm just the best. It's that typical, you know, rich kid behavior kind of thing of just like, everything I do, it's just perfect. I'm the best. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But he did actually work a little bit.
Right. He did the whole flashcards thing and kept that a secret because that's not cool. Nobody else can know about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Which means he is actually really passionate about Karuta and he can't admit it.
Right.
But here's this kid who is passionate about it, who can admit it.
Oh, I like that.
And Chihaya is making him look cool in front of everyone else by saying he's amazing at it. So if you, Taichi, were willing to share your passion for karuta with
I like
Chihaya, she might have been cheering you on in the same way by like, that's so cool that you're, going to, try and put everything into this. So he has to pretend that I'm the person that didn't even work for this and I'm just naturally good. But he actually really does care about it. So he's needing validation in a self-directed way to be like, no, the work I put in actually means something, but I can't admit that I worked for it.
He's so starved for validation from his parents that then he like needs it from his peers, and so then when someone comes along that theoretically threatens that, he's like, nope, get lost, get out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that comes from an even deeper desire of needing to be self-validated. Sure. If he gets all of his validation from these other sources, that means his validation fragility is very high.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's that whole thing of like, no, right? It's the they're kids. Oh, but they're actually not that young, right? Like it's yeah.
He's like 12 or something,
right? And so it's that switching into the mode of, okay, this is where you want to start being able to develop that self-confidence, basically.
Right.
He doesn't have it yet for reasons that are very apparent, right?
Yes, and apparent, yes.
And maybe too parent.
Yeah.
And so now we're in this situation. And so it's one of those things where this as a start, right? As a foundation for like, okay, this is how these characters basically became friends / agreed to a truce, right? Okay. I get that, right? Like it's I understand Taichi, and there's definitely sympathies and things like that, while at the same time Taichi was absolutely horrible. And he didn't learn his lesson necessarily. He kind of did, in that he's like, okay, I'm going to give the glasses back.
He gave the glasses back and admitted that he did it. That's tiny bit of learning his lesson.
Yes, the admitting that he did it is something, right? Right. But it's still but I'm not able to admit to Chihaya that this happened. And
no, I wouldn't expect that of him. Yeah.
And the reason why he gave them back is less because he realized what he did was wrong, and more because he realized that it didn't get him what he wanted.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so it's okay, it didn't even work anyways, and I can get what I want by actually like joining in and making this a friend group thing.
Right. And that's the thing of, Taichi, you're a coward. Boom!
Right.
And the words like hit him.
Yeah, like a karate card.
Yeah. And I love that little joke there. And he kind of almost looks at it like, really?
Yeah.
But if you look at the way he was acting when he was older, he's still a coward. He can't commit. He can't actually sacrifice anything.
Yeah, like the way that he was talking about the girlfriend and all that stuff, and sort of like oh man, this is oh fuck.
Yeah.
Don't go for something unless you know you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Romance. Holy shit. And so it's he probably has never told her that he likes her, right?
No,
because I don't know if I'll win, right? And so I won't.
Yeah,
but I'll still kind of drop hints or whatever, but not actually be willing to
commit. Yeah. No, it's fun. I love Taichi's tiny little backstory, trauma setup that we have here. But yeah, I also love that Wataya is such a kind kid that he actually took the high road here in a way that he didn't have to. But by doing this, they might genuinely be friends at this point.
Sure.
Because by giving him this out here, it's not some, I hold this over your head forever. Yeah. It's some, you understand, right, that you can be yourself with me. Yeah, you don't have to pretend here. I know who you are.
Right, there's a level of vulnerability that basically was kind of forced / Taichi stumbled into it as a result of his actions, right?
Right.
And so now it's okay. You'll either, if you're my enemy, you know a way to hurt me. It'd kind of be better if we were friends at this point, And so, okay. But maybe there's still maybe that little bit of grudge, possibly, because it's like okay, at the end of the day, when we see him in the present, he's like, yeah, I don't really like karuta, right? Like maybe, and maybe this is just me, like, reading into things too much, but it's was this something where he wasn't able to fully get into it because of how it started, right? And so then it's something where, down the road, he's like, yeah, I'll leave that by the wayside. That was that was something that I lost at, or whatever, right? But we'll see.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this start for the trio here, and having them be very different in their approach to karuta, but them all three now fully solidifying the ways in which they are passionate about this sport.
Yeah.
Even Tai Chi.
Right.
And I think that's important, because if we're going to have the story primarily focus around, obviously, karuta, but then Chihaya's passion for it ebbing and waning as she tries to basically hold on to this passion amidst all the environmental things that will make it more difficult to, hold on to. Having these two boys be the counterbalance, or in some ways the grounding forces for her passion. So it's hey, you still need to work hard at this. This is not easy. This is not going to be some thing that you're just going to get tons of accolades or praise from other people because you happen to be good at this super niche thing.
Yeah.
Well, one, Wateya's probably always going to be better than you at it. So, if you're going to end up pushing in this area here, eventually you guys will be forced to compete with each other.
And maybe you have to accept the fact that pursuing something is like good in and of itself, even if you don't end up winning at the thing.
Yeah. Which will be fun for Tai Chi to learn, because she's still friends with you, my dude.
Yeah. Like, she was legitimately bummed out when you said that you weren't into karuta anymore.
Well, and also you were dating somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Chihaya might be able to use some self-awareness.
Oh, you think? Wow, what a statement.
Also, the sky's blue.
Yeah. All these characters could use some self-awareness. That little bit of thing that doesn't come until much later in your journey as
not even in high school. Let's be real.
High school? Are you kidding me? Not even in college or university.
Oh man,
self-awareness. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But hey, we only have a few characters in this story thus far. Mom doesn't really count, all three moms. Now that I think about it, they actually introduced all three moms rather quickly here now that they've done this. So.
And one of them is on the shit list. Just right there at the top.
And another one's like 20% on the shit list, a little bit,
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about one of my daughter's things, but not the other ones.
Well-intentioned and totally missing the mark, as opposed to
Oh, yes. No,
like,
totally.
Dagger into
Very
the
different.
picture, into the wanted poster kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Extremely different steps there. But yeah, okay. I'm excited. This was a very emotionally impactful episode, and it has me excited for them to then continue the high school storyline, because I feel like now we have a good foundation for all three characters with what we've done structurally by this episode. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.